Okay, here we go. This is my fourth blog, and I'm going to share a bit about self-forgiveness, my self-forgiveness, and it's I've been writing it down, and I'll be translating it to English as I go. And this is part of my process also, so this is a sharing with you other guys. So it's my process. The first one, I forgive myself that I allowed myself to be afraid of dying. That's the most basic fears that exists. Fears for death. The other one is I forgive myself that I allow myself to be afraid of death. And the third one, I forgive myself that I allow myself to fear fear. And the fourth one is quite funny, you can say, because I was thinking, I will go back the furthest I can remember in my memory from this life. So I start with the very first fear I had, and this is what I came up with. Maybe it's one of the first. I forgive myself that I allow myself to be afraid of the troll or goblin in the basement. It was a dream I had when I was little. This goblin or thing, in the basement. So I forgive myself that I allow myself to be afraid of go up in the morning. I forgive myself that I allow myself to be afraid to put down my feet and stand inside me. That's me. I'm working on that. I forgive myself that I allow myself to put my trust to something or somebody else than myself, or that I defined self-trust to something or somebody different than me. I forgive myself because I try to believe something or anything other than believe in myself, to put my trust in something else than myself. I forgive myself that I have allowed myself to be afraid of my so-called mother, what I call a system thing. I forgive myself that I allowed myself to feel sorry for myself. I forgive myself that I allow myself to be slave under guilt. Slave under guilt, which is also a system within polarity, as I see it. I forgive myself that I, through denial of fear, allowed fear, and because of that I created inferiority. I forgive myself that I have allowed myself to be afraid of the so-called unknown. I forgive myself that I allow myself to be afraid to ask questions. Everything. I ask questions about most things. So I forgive myself that I allow myself to be afraid of asking questions. I forgive myself that I've been afraid to lose myself. I forgive myself to allow myself to be afraid of losing myself. I forgive myself that I have allowed myself to be angry. Because what's the point really in being angry? It's a thing within polarity. So this is a little I share with you in my forgiveness thing. So, okay. Bye for now.